Well, before we just get into the game coming up, it was one of those weekends again, of course, where late goals, last-minute goals really counted. I think that's something that you've been working on through the season since you knew that the time was going to be added on.
Well, it's just coming up with the durability of the players and the squad. We want to be a 90-minute team, 100-minute team, whatever it may be. We keep going to the end. We try and score goals. That's what we want to do. Be more attacking. And when you've got that frame of mind, things like that can happen. Opportunities, balls into box, little bouncy balls end up with an handball and a penalty. But it's something we have spoke about. Obviously, traditionally things can go the other way for crew teams, but something we focus on. We want to be a 90-minute team. Games aren't done until the referee blows his whistle, so you compete, you play, you show pride and passion in your performance all the way through.
Everybody know that you're dealing with probably a smaller squad than a lot of the clubs have got in League Two, a smaller budget as well, and injuries have hit you hard. But you can have no complaints, can you, at all? I'm sure you haven't. That what you're getting out of your players. What
they're getting out of themselves. You've got to credit the players. Speak about their application when they're not in the team. Like I say, it's a very small squad. We all train together as best as we can. So we're all getting the same messages, and then obviously try and do bits extra with the players that haven't been getting the minutes. But I credit the players being able to take the information on what we want, having themselves ready in a condition that when the time does come, they're able to perform like they did on Saturday.
Well, you're putting league points on the back burner for a few days now, before you next get in action against Doncaster Rovers. You're heading to Derby County. It was 2-2, 10 days ago, something like that. What did you learn out of that? You would have studied it, you would have watched it, you would have talked to your players. What did you learn taking to Pride Park?
Well, they've got a big squad. No, I spoke at the game, obviously, that how they were able to freshen up the team. Really did help them. I thought our players were exceptional. On another day, we go through, but I thought it was a really good effort from the players. We've come up with a plan which we think will suit us going into tomorrow night. Hopefully the players can execute that. There's going to be times again when we don't have the football. That's going to happen. We need the players to concentrate and fulfil their roles without the football, and then we'll be looking for slightly different things with when we do have the football. I thought after watching it back, when we did put some patterns of play together, some passes, we were able to function and get up the pitch. We obviously have the two targets up there that we're able to work off as well, so that's an outlay, something that we'll be looking at again. But there's certain areas that we feel we can improve on, so hopefully that gets the result in our favour this time.
Apart from everybody connected to the football club and around about the 700 fans who are going to travel to Pride Park, nobody will really be giving you a chance, will they? But this is the FA Cup, and already we've seen the magic of the FA Cup produce surprise results. No reason why Crewe can't be the next one on the list to do that.
Absolutely. Say the onus is probably on them more than us, isn't it? For obvious reasons. But what the message is to the players is we have our own standards. So if you lose the game, Derby have won and gone through, but we need to make sure we hit our standards and our values, which has got us to this point so far.
Well, you're playing a side that's in the top 7 of League One. You've played against the big hitters in League Two, and you've done very, very well. So again, there's no reason why the team that you send out should be fearful of the opposition.
Absolutely, and that's it. We've got to respect them. We've got to come up with a plan in terms of what we're giving the players, how we can stop them and how we can score against them. But they should go in there, excited to be there. Do a brilliant stadium again. It should be a decent crowd. We're taking a few, aren't we? So it should be a good occasion. Like I say, it's the FA Cup. Slightly different feel to it than when you're going into league games. But hopefully we can now get that home tie against Bristol in a few weeks' time.
We come for wait till quarter to 7 for the official confirmation of the team sheet. But with having no game on Saturday in the league, and I know you haven't got too many options either, but has that changed your selection process for the game?
No, because the fit players are the fit players, aren't they? So it's not like we've got nobody fresh coming back from injury, nobody. So again, it's putting a team together that we feel are going to win the football match. We've got to be mindful of one or two that played on Saturday, who have been out for a while, and we nursed through to get to the game. So no, there ain't going to be loads of changes because we haven't got the players to do that. It's the FA Cup, and we don't want to do that anyway.
But one thing that you will want, whatever the result is, that your players go there, put it all in, and take something out of it to take you on for the rest of the season in the league.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It's not just a free hit game. You've got to come out of games with positives. You have to, the obvious one being the win, and you have to come out with situations where we feel we can improve. That's what we look at, and we try to get the messages to the players through the work we do. But it's not a free hit. Like I say, we've got our own standards and values that we have to hit, and I'm sure we'll give them a good game.
Just away from the action, Ryan told us last week you're taking stock of a player that's been out without a contract or a free agent. Where are you with him, and anything else developing?
Yeah, we've got a lad in who's been here before. I think the rumour mill's going off already. So we've got a player in who's been here before. He's not played any football between the end of the season. So we're just trying to get him to a point where we feel he might be able to get on the pitch for us. So we're doing some work before him. We've got to gradually build him up, and we'll take it from there in terms of getting more bodies in. There just isn't them free players out there. There is, which some of them don't really need to come back into football. So in a couple of other cases, it's been hard work to actually get them to come to train with us. So we're not madly rushed. The break over the weekend will do us good. Hopefully get one or two somewhere near for the Doncaster game. So we're not overly concerned. Like I say, I've been banging on about the squad all season, and that's what it is. It's a squad game, and players will feel it's their opportunity to go in there and perform now.
Just on the player that you've got here, you said on Saturday that you're looking to change your sort of way that you're going to have your players in for training and get that break into them. But does that mean that you still put a sessions on for the players like that who are looking to probably try and win a contract? Yeah,
we'll work this week with the player, and then probably give him a couple of days off as well. It's not just a fact of getting somebody in who's not done a lot and run them, because the spike and the load they do just means they'll get injured. So we've got to be really careful, and if it's something we want to pursue, it might not just be for the short term, it might be for the longer term as well. So we want to make sure we can get him in good condition for when the time arises, if it does. That he's in a good position to help the squad and affect the team.